But tell our viewers why you think your favorite candidate, John McCain, your colleague in the U.S. Senate, who strongly supports this legislation, is not going to be hurt among conservative Republicans who strongly oppose this kind of comprehensive immigration reform.
Well, I don't believe conservative Republicans oppose fixing and securing our borders. I believe conservative Republicans want to make sure that those people who are living among us are identified, that if you get a job in America, you pay taxes, we know who you are, you're here legally, and conservative Republicans are very strong on national security, but we also want to have a practical approach to problems. And I think Senator McCain, Senator Kennedy, from the left and the right and the middle, that the more America knows about this bill, the more America will embrace it from all corners of the political spectrum.
You know, Senator Graham, when they see that picture, and we were showing it to our viewers, of Senator Kennedy standing there with Senator McCain right next to him, right behind him, you know that's going to cause a lot of angst among some elements of your Republican Party going into this presidential campaign.
Well, you know what? I think we're going to get 75-plus votes. The president is firmly behind this. I think Senator Chambliss and Isaacson from Georgia were there. I am very proud. Let me put it this way. I'm proud to be an American today. I'm a Republican representing a red state. Senator Kennedy comes from the bluest of blue states. But every American ought to expect their Congress to solve hard problems. And to those who want to do politics in a fashion where the other side doesn't exist, America can't survive. We can't survive when the Democratic and Republican Party will not do anything about securing our borders. We can't survive by the Democratic and Republican Party ignoring 12 million people here illegally. We can't survive as a nation having an immigration system broken to its core. So today, the Republican and Democratic elements of the Congress decided to rise to the occasion, and we took a hard problem, and I think we've come up with a fair solution. And I came up here for a reason, to be conservative, but also to be an American.
I looked up in the Merriam-Webster dictionary the definition of the word amnesty. We're going to be hearing a lot about it, as you know, Senator Graham, and the definition that they have is an act of granting a pardon to a group of individuals.
Right.
Your colleague from South Carolina, Republican Senator Jim DeMint, he's just issued a statement that, among other things, says this: "This rewards people who broke the law with permanent legal status and puts them ahead of millions of law-abiding immigrants waiting to come to America. I don't care how you try to spin it. This is amnesty." That's your Republican colleague from your home state.
Well, in all due respect, he doesn't know how the bill works. Number one, if you commit a crime in this country that's a misdemeanor, you get punished. Under this bill, if you come here illegally by crossing our border, overstaying a visa, you get a probationary sentence. You get fined. Part of your probation is to learn English. If you've committed a felony offense, you get kicked out of the country. You're on probation. You get a legal status only after our border is secured. The punishment is proportional to the crime. And if you want to become an American citizen after you've completed 8 years of probation, you have to go back to the country from which you came and apply there, not here. Under any definition of pardoning somebody, the people in question don't get pardoned. They get punished. They get a second chance on life. They pay fines. They have to learn English. They have to pay processing fees. And if they want to become a citizen, they have to leave the country. I think this is a solution to a hard problem that makes sense, and we're not going to put 12 million people in jail. We're not going to deport them all. What we're doing is punishing them in a way that's practical and allowing people to live their lives without fear, not jump ahead of the line. You cannot become a green card holder under this bill until everybody in line ahead of you gets through the system. So they're not jumping in line. That is not right.
One technical question, and we're almost out of time, Senator Graham. Once they go back after 8 years, the head of the household, to get that green card or whatever to come back, how long do they have to stay in Mexico or some other country before they're allowed to come back into the United States?
If they've done the things required to get a green card, not very long at all. During that 8-year period, they will be on probation. They will have a legal status. Once the border has been verified to be secure, they go from probationary status to Z visa status. And while they're here as a Z visa holder, they have assimilation requirements. but they can apply here, but to get the green card, they got to leave the country. The hope is that you'll do everything during those 8 years to get yourself right with the law, including passing an English test, so you'll be ready to be an American citizen. So hopefully when you leave, you'll have everything done and you won't have to stay long, and you can come right back and participate in the American dream. But you do have to leave, you do have to pay fines, you do have to pass an English test. So I feel this is a good deal for everybody in this country who wants to fix this problem in a sincere way.
And Lindsey Graham is predicting well over the 60 that could set be a filibuster, 70, 75 votes in the U.S. Senate. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens in the House. Senator Graham, always good to have you in the Situation Room.
Glad to be with you today.
New report out